Hello, my name is Kristine Lim. I am a senior at Austin High School and the current shepherd of Bethel 4 alongside my co-shepherd Daniel Park. The past 2 years of my shepherding journey were undeniably challenging and have been filled with countless internal battles and struggles. As I headed into shepherding my junior year when school was the most intense it had ever been, I had a very difficult time adjusting and managing church ministry on top of everything else. There were so many times when I wanted to just quit and give up due to the immense pressure I felt from having to maintain this so-called perfect image of shepherd. I feared that I would never match up to the standards that my past shepherds upheld. I feared that I would never be a role model that was good enough for the underclassmen to look up to. I feared that my feelings of incompetence would drag others down with me. I let all these doubts and anxieties consume me and my abilities to truly cling to God when I needed Him the most. I thought that if I could never satisfy the expectations of others, I might as well satisfy the needs of my own selfish desires. So I turned to the things of this world. I surrounded myself with the wrong friends and I made the wrong decisions. I found myself caught up in this overwhelming, never-ending, constant cycle of sin that I just couldn't bring myself to put an end to. I was trapped in my sinful nature, unable to break away because I felt as if I had no one to turn to. Though I was labeled as shepherd, I felt so far away from being a true shepherd. I felt so alone during this time, which really hindered my heart to serve faithfully. I was so distracted by the life I lived outside of church that I completely forgot about the life that God had called me to live. Every week at house church, I had deep shame for living this double life and pretending like everything was normal. I deliberately blocked out any feelings of guilt with foolish justifications, and so much of this pain I hid from my house church members and masked with superficial conversations because I didn't want them to be disappointed in me or to see me as any less than how I already felt. However, even as I was not able to support my house church the way I wanted to, the way I should have, my house church members still welcomed me every week with open arms and poured out their love onto me. Although I was supposed to serve them, I have received so much more from the joy they brought to my life. Their grace served to be a constant reminder of the grace God has for us, which I am extremely thankful for. A few months ago, through God's conviction, I was finally able to break free from the sin that suffocated and hardened my heart. And of course, God was already waiting for me to welcome me back in His arms, to forgive me for turning away, because He is not a "I told you so" God. He is a "come here, welcome home, I'll keep you safe, I'll keep you warm, let me hold you, let me heal you, I love you, I have so much for you, I'm not mad at you, trust me, I will never leave you, my grace will never run out, stay with me" kind of God. After breaking free from this cycle of sin that I would have never imagined being able to leave, I grew the heart to finally serve my house church the way I should have from the start. He's been with me through it all and blessed me so much from the time I first joined Bethel 3 all the way to the multiplication that formed the new Bethel 4. I experienced so much joy every Saturday, and I'm truly grateful for every house church memory I've been blessed to be a part of. Though I didn't realize it at the time, I can now proudly say that shepherding has truly been the biggest blessing in my life. It has been a hard yet fulfilling journey where I've had the privilege to experience the joy of seeing my members mature and grow in their spiritual walk with Christ. For those of you who are hesitant about stepping up because you are doubtful of your capabilities in fulfilling the role of a perfect leader, I want you guys to know that God doesn't call us to be perfect beings with no flaws. He just needs you and your heart to serve. So let this be words of encouragement and a reminder of God's unconditional love for you, and that through Him you have the strength to do anything He calls you to do. To my house church, Bethel 4, I'm super grateful for each and every one of you guys. Though we spent such a little time together as a newly formed house church, it brought me so much joy being your shepherd and hearing about how God worked in your lives every week. I'm also very thankful for all of my wonderful co-leads for staying firm despite my own faltering. I have high hopes for the future of our house church because I know that God has great things in store for y'all. I'm so thankful to have been a part of this ministry for all these years and have front row tickets to God's show through the blessing of shepherding. Thank you for listening.